pool. Practical vomit effects. You've been in a house, but not in this house. And nothing's changed, really. I mean, everything's changed, but nothing's changed. Some things have changed. And that's the way you want it to be, really.
It could not be more exciting to see the way that technology has evolved, and yet keeping 1 foot in the pre-digital world.
Pre-digital world.
We're not British. We're just using these accents to cover our buzz.
We're really drunk.
Action!
It literally couldn't be more exciting if it was.
It was also magical. It was hard not to freak out. Are you a real PA?
It's so exciting.
It literally could not be more exciting.
It's literally so exciting.
To share the screen with all these legends. I am a legend. Sometimes I see my name in crossword puzzles answers.
Growing up, I had a sister's lunchbox. I had all the sister's toys.
It's getting back to the old days, you know? The old ways of doing things.
For Halloween, I used to dress up like Maya Rudolph.
That's not even Chewbacca.
No, it's not him. No, it's not.
I don't know what she's doing
No, it's not him.
J.J. Jackson really wanted all these creatures to have a real physicality.
There was a great deal of physical preparation among the cast.
I'm doing my butt clenches.
It's being done with such love and such enthusiasm from everybody.
My boobs are a member of SAG.
This film means so much to so many people. You just know what it's going to be like when it reaches the cinema.
Bit of trivia. R2-D2 is my current bra size.
Luke, I am your father. Oh, calm down, people.
Hashtag you can see them both. You can see them both.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you guys like freestyle rap? Hit it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Of course, we're here to talk about the fantastic movie Sisters, penned by the amazing Paula Pell, which we all know from way back in the day. Jason, can you tell us what this movie's about?
This movie is about Tina Fey and Amy Poehler play shocker sisters who are each sort of stuck in their own lives in their specific ways. And they go home to discover that their parents are selling their childhood home, and they sort of go through this freak-out process there, and they have to clean out their childhood room. In the process of looking through their room, they go reading through their old journals and sort of realize, you know, who we were in high school has sort of inhibited who we become as adults. So they decide, very logically, to throw basically one big rager party, sort of a big class reunion, and they invite all the people from their high school parties to come back and work all their shit out throughout. They have a lot of shit to work out through this one particular evening.
And this is loosely based on Paula Pell's journal. Am I right?
Yes, Paula Pell, who wrote the film and is a writer for Saturday Night Live, among many other things, and is a comedic genius, has a sister who was a lot wilder than she was growing up. And Paula kept a very detailed, almost serial killer-like journal.
Yeah. And she has beautiful penmanship. She's a fantastic artist. It's like looking at a codex.
It's a lot of shants and shall nots.
I remember Rocky, seeing a lot of Rocky when I was...
Some of the journal entries in the movie are actually, like, I think you say that you spent all night watching the Jerry Lewis telethon, which I think Paula did. She loved that.
Yeah.
Crazy. And Amy, you started out in show business, Real World San Francisco, where you met...
No.
What's that?
No.
You didn't start on Real World San Francisco?
I didn't. I watched it. I loved Puck on that, but I...
All right. Well...
Those are all real-world questions?
Yes, I'm a devotee.
You were going very in-depth.
You started your network television. We were teasing. We were doing a bit. Anyway, Saturday Night Live, that's how I met you in about 2001.
That's right. And I remember getting hired in your office.
That was fun, wasn't
remember
it?
They were going to say
finding
you
it-
got high in this office.
I remember also
No.
getting high in
Only
your
on
office too.
coffee
Yes.
and-
I remember both.
If you'd get high on espresso.
But I remember getting the word that I was hired sitting in your office.
Oh, I remember that. It was a
Yeah, it was
delightful
really
day.
cool.
And that's how you knew Tina before.
Yep,
But that's
Tina.
where you met Paula.
Right. So Tina and I met in 1993, 4
Yeah.
in Chicago, and we're improvising together. And then I moved to New York with the Upright Citizens Brigade. She came years after with an actual job, which was writing.
Which is
for
always
SNL,
better.
Which is always better to get paid.
Right.
It's
to move.
nicer.
Before you move, that's a tip for the young kids.
Yeah. But now kids don't get paid with money, right? They just
No, they get paid with awards and praise.
Yeah. And free. You get free head app space.
A lot of swag.
Yeah, swag.
A lot of tote bags. That's the thing. If you kids want to go into show business, here's the thing to remember. You're going to have a lot of tote bags. So you and Tina knew each other before, and then you met Paula.
Met Paula when I arrived at SNL, and Paula was already writing some of the most favorite sketches that you guys know and love, including Cheerleaders, and she went on to write Debbie Downer and Gilly and a million trillion other great sketches. And she and we became fast friends. Yeah.
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And also, because Paula wrote this movie with you guys in mind, right? Pretty much.
I think so.
I think so. From
I'm not
what
sure.
she told me, I don't know. She might have
I knew
lied.
she was developing the movie with Tina and Jason, and I kind of came aboard later. But yeah, I think she.
I heard it was Cicely Tyson and Diana Ross were the
At
original.
first. And it was called.
Hold on.
It was called
That might be
Sizzlers.
page 3.
Yes, Cicely Tyson, the stripper. Cicely.
Yes.
S-I, like the island. Ike.
Yes, sir.
Please get your facts right.
You know what? I got to do more research because that is gone. You weren't on The View?
I've in the audience. I go to the audience twice a week. And
I feel like a fool. I feel like a fool.
No,
now,
it's fine.
you're in this, because the comedy community is small.
Yeah, well, I'm from Chicago, and I performed at Improv Olympic, and I started very soon after Amy, went to form UCB, and she would kind of periodically come back and teach, like, workshops and stuff. And then Tina was on the main stage at Second City, and I was a busboy there, so even though we didn't know it, we were best friends, the three of us.
Right, they didn't know it yet.
Yeah.
Little did they know
that guy picking up vomit one day would be picking up vomit on the set of a movie that they're in.
It is funny how that works out.
It is.
Isn't it? It is. And Jason, you also directed Pitch Perfect.
I did.
Yes. And how did that do in the box office?
Did okay.
Sorry.
Which is a fantastic movie. So, and then this one, because it's similar in a way where it's not, it's a girl-centric movie, but what I love about it too, it's not for girls. It's a movie that happens to have women in it. It's
That's
not
right.
just a movie.
It's a comedy first. And
Exactly.
The characters happen to be women.
Which I think is good.
And I loved Kay Cannon, who wrote Pitch Perfect, who was a friend of Tina's also and has such a unique comedy voice. And Paula Pell was sort of similar. I had followed her on Twitter, one of the funniest Twitter feeds there is out there. When I found out she had a script, I thought, oh, this is going to be really special. And it was.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, because it's super funny. There's so many funny scenes in this movie that it's what I like about it too. It's a joyous movie, and I like joy. I'm a big fan of.
What
joy.
are your top 5 favorite scenes of mine in the film?
Music box?
Do you have 5 scenes?
Can you talk about
4
that for a
more?
little bit? Oh my gosh!
I think I have 4.
Top 4 when they pick you up at the thing and say
Thank
the dirty
you.
things.
Thank you. You didn't have to do that. I'm embarrassed.
When you
but go ahead.
show up at the party and
Yes.
guess what? Doesn't work out like it.
It doesn't. It
Love
doesn't.
that one. Love when you're at the gas station. What is that one? The office front of the building thing, right? That one. And at the end, when you make that heartfelt plea.
Thank
it's
you.
just so good. So
Thank you.
good.
That is so nice and unsolicited.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Those are my top. You made me write down 7, and you picked the top 4, which is good. Now, you guys all, this must have been pretty fun to make.
It was. It was kind of like a reunion of sorts because we had Maya Rudolph and Ike and
Dratch.
Rachel
Bobby
Dratch,
Moynihan.
and Kate McKinnon and
Yeah, Bobby
Moynihan.
M. Yeah.
Lots of SNL past and present.
And also, you used to wrestle with John Cena.
I used to back in Boston.
Yes,
Yeah.
back
When
in
we
the day.
just did it for
Right.
fun, not for money.
Right, no, you do backyard wrestling.
Yeah, and then he sold
Which you
out. Now he
started.
won-
A lot of
yeah.
people don't give you credit for starting the whole backyard wrestling movement.
A lot of people. Nobody gives me any credit, and I
bingo.
started it.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
So you and John Cena, which
Right, and
means
he-
dinner in Italian,
and-
but
I don't think that's right.
John Cena, you know what I mean? Well, he's a big hunk of man.
He is a wonderful guy too,
Nicest
and
guy,
immediately fit right in. And we had such a great time. And there was so much of the film, which is just us having to actually party together and catch up. And we did that over the course of the summer, so it was really fun. It's very rare that you have fun making a movie and then it turns out good. And then people see it. So
Right.
all you guys need to do to complete the trifecta is see it.
Yes, because
We have
good,
two already.
fun, and successful would be the best. Would be the
Yes.
best quadfecta.
best.
Yeah, it's the name
Yeah.
of my company. Good, fun, and successful.
GFS.
But not too successful. Because you guys said, and I don't know where I heard this, but that when you first started making this movie, I might be wrong, but you said, we want to go straight up against Star Wars. Whenever Star Wars comes
that's
out,
how-
the new Star Wars, you
that's how
didn't
we
even know
started.
a
That's
Star
how we
Wars was
started.
going to happen. And you went, we want to go head to head, toe to toe, lightsaber a lightsaber.
What
with
could
Star
we do?
Wars. Yeah,
Yeah.
what can you do to do that? And it oddly works out that you are. So, I mean, that's another, talk about,
That was my call.
yeah, talk about, that's why I heard
stand by
it. That's why I heard it backstage from you. That's right. I'm going to have to throw away another sheet of questions here. Now, let me ask you this. This is a real question.
Okay.
Jason, is it hard when you're working with people who have, I mean, especially with Paula there, but Tina and Amy have a shorthand. You know what I mean? It's like they can look at each other. I've seen it happen, and then they'll go into some bit that'll end exactly which is
They have
amazing
such
to
a
watch.
shorthand. They've known each other for 20 years. They finish each other's sentences. They can basically communicate with their eyes, which means they're basically talking about everybody in the room, right? Exactly. But it's great. And, we didn't have to do any of that sort of like, how do we make them feel like sisters? They already had a lot of love. They already had a lot of joy. And it made my job, frankly, really easy and really fun.
Oh, that's perfect.
I had that with Amy and Tina too, but if I wanted to ask them a question,
Sure. You had to
I
go
would
through
send
people?
it to my lawyer, to their publicists, and it took like a day or two.
Isn't that
but-
better though?
Yeah,
Then
I
there's
don't-
no misunderstanding.
You don't get in
there's
trouble that way.
And your trailer is, did I get this right? It was
Yes.
actually 7 blocks away.
Yeah,
And you-
it was. Well, we shot in Bethpage,
Why
and
that?
my trailer was in Wyandanch.
Really?
Yeah. So
And you had no, am I right here, car service or craft service available?
Self-bike.
Self-biking, because
Yes.
you know what? Helps the environment.
Yeah, it's fine. If my call time was like 6, I wake up at 2.
Sure.
Bike on the highway for a couple hours.
Yeah, as you always
take
say,
a shower.
if you think green, you save green.
That's right.
You know how when you hang around like a soccer game and someone eventually invites you in, Ike wasn't officially hired to be in the movie, but he was around the
He was
set
around
enough.
so much.
We felt bad,
Yeah.
so we said,
But
hey,
you
buddy,
felt
come on
guilty.
in. We said, come on in. You want to try this?
Let's put them in a scene or two.
Yeah.
Come on over here.
Yeah.
It was one of those ones where you and Tina were going like. Now, let's talk about like how you really got on board.
Yes. Well, I had heard about the film through my agents, B- Entertainment.
Love them. You know what?
It's a boutique agency.
And their motto is, hey, somebody has to watch the parade.
I had heard about the movie, and I was like, oh my God, I loved Pitch Perfect, and I loved these two and Paula, so I was like, I would love an opportunity. And when the time came, I went in and read for you, and I was just taken by Jason's kind of manner in the room. He's just so calm and in control and nurturing, and I haven't really worked with someone like that. And then, like a couple weeks later, you came in, and
Yeah, and I think Ike and I were excited about the chance to get to act a bit in a film like this, because often these films are these really gigantic, rides that you're on, and that we actually tried to create a story that you cared about or characters that you cared about and have moments that felt kind of vulnerable. Those are really nice to be able to to find in the film, and it was, so much of it was due to Paula's writing and Jason's direction about reminding us that we have to really care.
Story first.
It's the reason why hopefully you'll watch the movie again, like when you're hungover a year from now on TV.
Or you know what? Go to the theater twice. Because there's a lot of stuff in here you won't get the first 4 times you see it.
Layers.
Yeah.
Layers. They're called you call them laters, right? So you get them like when you're leaving, you go, wait, did I see that? Well, that's what I like as well, because this is a movie first. Again, it's a movie. It's not a woman or whatever you want to label. It's a movie that's about people. And the moments that are real play real, but not maudlin, not sappy. And again, we've talked about this. You and I have talked about this.
Oh, well, we're a couple of saps, me and you.
Yeah, we're our giant saps.
We love it. But when it's unearned,
real, when it's earned,
real.
When it's deserved.
You can't just have like a movie where like there's a bunch of monkeys throwing poop, and then at the end like they play "Everybody Hurts" by R.E.M.
One monkey's sad.
And you're like, am I supposed to care about these horrible
swelling.
people? Well, the guy just killed his wife and dragged her body around, and now I'm supposed to feel bad for him?
Did I rip off his genitals and throw him across the room? That monkey. Anyway,
that sounds good to me. I don't know. I'd like to see
that.
Yeah,
that is the way to go. Because also, it is just so, again, I loved it. It was fantastic. It was so, because again, you go see your friends' movies, and you don't want to lie, but you will.
Sure.
I'm going to say this right now.
Yes.
I will lie, because why not? Why
Most of show business is being phony. And
yes,
telling
that's
people,
why
like,
it's called
I loved
show.
it. I loved it. Yeah,
it's not called real business.
No.
It's called show business.
Yes.
But there were so many moments in here where, and you were just, it was just beautiful. Tear, it was just super sweet. It's just, I like
buddy.
joy, as you know, and real movie, and it's just such a fun, and also, it's a holiday movie. It's unabashedly fun, joyous, and real.
Well, we
and the
talked all the
goofiness
time
is
about
goofy.
thinking about going, neither Tina and I have sisters, but so many people that we spoke to that have sisters, the thought of like, I can't wait to take my sister to it, or I can't wait to take my brother to it, or my mother to it. Or like, it does feel like a family movie because there are such specific dynamics about people that you know so well, but also have very little in common with.
Yes.
You didn't choose your family.
Right.
They were given to you as a punishment.
Exactly. We'll edit all this out. As you always say, you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose.
But you can't pick your friend's nose.
Right.
I had that tattooed on my back.
Which in all goth caps.
All goth.
It's very hard to read.
The second sentence is wingdings.
Really? So you have to take a picture with your phone,
Yeah.
send it through the process, and it goes through.
It's a bad tattoo.
That's another
I hate
Easter egg.
It's an Easter egg in the movie.
You know what I mean?
Look,
When they're watching the movie. And I want to talk more about, I know you saw a bit of it, but shooting the party for the entire, how long did that take to shoot? Because that seemed, and I would hear stories from Bobby, because Bobby and Kate would still work at SNL.
How funny is Bobby Moynihan in this movie, by the way?
Fantastic.
Oh my God,
It's
so funny. Jeez.
And
you guys can clap.
No one knows.
How
They haven't
funny-
seen
No one
it.
knows.
When you see it.
How funny do you think Bobby Moynihan's going to be in this movie? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, good for Bobby. Nice.
Was he in Real World?
No.
No.
Jason, how long did it take to shoot?
So yeah, the party sequence, we always knew it was basically going to be 45 minutes of the movie, and it takes place all in one night, and we knew that we were going to destroy this house. The house gets destroyed. So we built this house in Bethpage so that we could literally shoot it in order and just do whatever we want. If someone wanted to break something or run through something or...
And then so you shot in order, so if they broke something for the rest of the movie, that thing was broke.
That was it.
That's
We didn't have to
also
deal
like-
with continuity.
That's a huge luxury to shoot kind of in order, because so many times to be in a movie and you're like, wait, when did this happen continuity-wise? And to kind of have a natural progression felt really kind of...
It also meant that we had all these wonderful actors in the house together for 4 weeks. So they kind of went through this journey, this long journey together, which was great, and became a family.
And I'm remiss to not point out John Leguizamo, who we were just doing the commentary the other day, and we were laughing because so much of the party scene, John is in the background dancing his ass off.
That's crazy.
And just,
you see him.
He's always, he really kept the party going in many ways. He was so much fun.
He was dancing like with the makeup crew out in the
Yeah.
parking lot. Like he just parties, that guy.
Yeah.
The crowd warmed the whole time. He did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my gosh. Because it is every shot you see, and you'll go, who's that guy? Oh my God, that's John.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Jason dancing in what up with that? You know what I mean? It's like that kind of same energy, just full, like, you're going like, where do you get that full out?
There's nothing funnier than a joke where there's just like a deep background person dancing. It's a really funny joke. There's a lot of background jokes, I think, in this film.
Oh my gosh.
And 2 ghosts.
Yeah, there's
There are
2
2
ghosts.
ghosts.
Again,
You have to
those
watch
are
You have to watch it really closely.
Little Easter eggs that you can look up. And who are they? How did they die?
Yeah.
We don't know. Were they on the real world? Now,
Do you remember that? Oh, you guys are way too young for this. Don't you remember that 2 men and a
3 men and a
three
little-
men
and a baby.
And a baby?
Oh,
yeah.
And it was like, there's a ghost.
Do you know what that was?
What was it?
Remember Ted Danson's character in that movie is an actor, and it was a stand-up from one of his movies.
like a video.
Yeah.
Like a thing
like
you
a
see
cardboard cutout in the background. Everyone thought it was a ghost.
I thought
But
it
it's
was
not a ghost.
Well, I thought it was the only logical thing it could be is a ghost. I mean, if you look at everything that's going on, what else could it be but a ghost? Amy,
Yes, Stephen.
can you tell us a little bit about your Smart Girls?
Sure.
Because I think it's a delightful thing.
Yes. It's on the internet. It's on the internet, which you are all also on. In fact, I just looked over your shoulder. Not that this hasn't been interesting, because it has been so interesting.
Oh, no, it's like
but-
riveting.
Yeah, but no, I just looked over your shoulder and I saw hashtag Amy Poehler. What does that mean? Does that mean that that's where when you tweet me?
No, that's
'Cause I'm-
If someone
that's
tweets about
number
you-
Amy Poehler,
Number.
right? Isn't it?
That's my number. Okay.
It's number Amy Poehler,
I
and you'll
would-
give your phone number later or your IP address, whatever it is.
I bring it up only because I have a wary relationship with social media. Although I did have an AOL email address for a very long time.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, and I was proud of it. And
And your password was like just 4 digits, right? It was back in the day when you first got.
yeah, it was 6969.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what the hashtag is for the number
Yeah,
sign.
hashtag 6969.
6969 Amy Poehler.
Yeah.
Who wants a Poehler?
Why are you guys laughing?
Everybody.
Why are you laughing? It was a great
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Why are you laughing? It was a great year for politics, for racial equality, and the march towards it. I don't know why you're laughing. But anyway, Smart Girls is shifting gears. Smart Girls is a website and a series of programming dedicated to young people, men and women, boys and girls, and an attempt to, through comedy, be an antidote to some of the less appealing and more dangerous stuff I think is on the internet. And it just started as frankly a way to create content and shows that I would have liked to have seen when I was younger. And it's growing, and we're hoping to continue to do so. So it's a really cool way, for me anyway, to interact with that world, this world, without showing people, the omelet I made.
And I'm the
And that is a euphemism.
I'm the force.
And what an omelet. Come on.
I'm the force behind Dumb Boys.
Dumb Boys.
It's not going great.
No.
No.
Well, because you keep forgetting to turn the thing on.
Yeah,
don't
you
know
have
how
to
to
turn
do
it
it.
on. That's the
It's
thing.
just-
And also, you have to put that dot in, you know what I mean? Like www dot.
What?
Because that's how you give out your web address, isn't it? HTTP : //
I always type in HTTP.
Dumb Boys at the Partay, which is not going well.
It's not going well.
All right, well,
Think about our ancestors who fought in the war, and now we're like complaining that we have to type in HTTP.
Yeah, exactly. My magic box doesn't work well enough.
Yeah, my phone won't link up to my computer, and they're like, "Well, I froze in Normandy, so
Yeah.
we're about the same."
Oh, you're complaining you can't print directly from your phone today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I was on Omaha Beach. I lost 2 legs on Omaha Beach.
Get into your iTunes store fast enough
You
on
can't
the
watch
airplane.
Transparent at this moment.
Hey, you know what? Live in a state of gratitude. That's what this whole movie's about, too. You know what I mean?
This movie is about gratitude.
The movie was originally called Gratitude.
Gratitouille.
Sisters made
It was
more
called
sense.
Gratatouille, but then you found out that I was taken by, apparently there's a rat movie by Disney, which Jason did not believe was real. And we go, no, it's a real movie. And so they had to change the name to Sisters. You know. And
That would be a good name for a tattoo parlor too. Is like tattooed. Tattooed.
Yeah, because you got 2 for 1. Twoies.
Twoies.
You know?
Grat tattoos.
I think on that note,
Do we ever ask anyone for the audience?
Any questions, you guys?
We're going to start with a question from an online viewer.
Okay.
So Brenda would like to know, what was the most fun scene to shoot for everyone?
Oh. Ike?
God, that first scene when you come in and ask me to the party, it was like day 2 or 3 for me. I was so excited. And my character in the movie has this obese dog. Mashed potatoes?
Yeah. Mashed potatoes.
And so I'm trying to do this like kind of emotional scene with Amy, and there's just this dog going, and that was making me laugh a lot. So I like that one.
And then you realized it was me, it was not the dog.
Yeah.
There were so many fun things to shoot. We had such a good time. I think a lot of the party stuff with everybody. We have a kind of a fight, a good physical fight in the film.
Always good.
Do all your own stunts.
And we did all our own stunts. So that was the stunts. A lot of the physical stuff was really fun to shoot because we don't get a chance to do that as much because I'm much more of a cerebral actress.
Yeah, you're Brainiac. You call yourself Brainiac.
I think my favorite one was the very first day that I had Tina, Amy, and Maya all in the same scene. And we were cross-shooting, and they were just doing their thing, improvising, and I felt like a 12-year-old just watching the masters at work. So that was a fun, fun day.
Next question.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Jason loved Pitch Perfect. Ike, I follow you on Instagram and Twitter. Very funny.
Oh, thank you.
Amy, I can't believe we're standing in the same room. I'm freaking out. You were literally my idol, so I hope this makes sense. I wrote down my questions so I wouldn't forget.
Oh, thank you.
I said you were funny.
More prepared than that.
Okay.
Do you like the real world?
Are you a fan? My question is, you're obviously incredibly successful, so what has been your biggest motivator? I mean, all of you can answer it.
Oh, that's very nice. What's been my biggest motivator? Oh, that's a nice question. To keep going. Yeah. Well, wow, that's an interesting question and one that strikes me very deeply. I think I think at the end of the day, I'm very, very lucky to be surrounded by some of the most talented and funniest people. And so as I've gotten older and had a little bit of better sense of what I think I can do well, it's about trying to create material with them and getting a chance to actually, in this seemingly short life, get to play with them more. But I will say that as time has progressed, I'm more and more interested in doing things that feel a little newer to me or let me stretch a little bit more, take a little bit more chances. I'm a little less fear-based than maybe I was in my 20s about this is my last job or this will mean this or I'll be this kind of actress or this kind of, that's nice. It's a really nice thing about getting older, which nobody talks about, which is that you release from the fear that everything you're doing is like imprinted on your life and you're this kind of person, right? Young people are always saying like, I'm not this kind of person, I'm this kind of person. And when you get older, you're like, I don't know. I have no idea what kind of person I am.
I'm a person.
I really
I'm
don't.
just trying to get through it.
Yeah, and people are like, are you? And you're like, I guess.
I didn't think I was, but if you say I am.
You do. If you're doing it right, you maybe at times can ease up on yourself, or at least you just get a little tired of the same thing. So I guess to answer a long answer to your question is what motivates me now is the new, like what's new. That's exciting to me now. You're so welcome. I like how your black outfit and your green phone together is really pleasing, aesthetically pleasing.
Oh, Jonah.
Hey.
This is my friend right here.
Hey.
Hi. Yeah, so first, I saw the movie, loved it, so good.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
No problem. So what I was
Get that out of the way.
two-part question.
Okay.
One, you had said that even though that neither you nor Tina had sisters, I feel like there were so many other aspects of the film. So were there any of the, like, 'cause even though you said that it's not really a deep film, there are definitely some big meanings in it. So I was wondering, were there any parts that perhaps resonated with any of you? And also, can I have an autograph?
Sure.
The autograph has to go through our publicists at PNK. I'm kidding.
I think one of the big themes, which is really cool, is this idea of home and what is home. And in the film, Ike's character says a house is a building, but a home is a feeling. So when you have to give something up, when you have to give up your childhood home, I don't know if any of you have had to go through that, you feel a little unmoored, a little up in the air. And I can relate to that when there are things in your life that change, or that was a big feeling about figuring out what home was and how it felt.
And that literally happened to me this year. My parents sold the condo we grew up in Chicago, and at first I was kind of mad. I remember calling my dad and being like, why are you doing this? And he's like, do you want to pay the condo assessments? And do you want to walk up 2 flights of stairs at 64? And I realized, like, oh, it's not my life to say to them, you can't do this. It's their life, and you have to kind of let people go on their journey. And
Jonah, you know how when you get late on your condo payments and stuff?
Yeah. I hate
assessments,
homeowners assessment.
Yeah.
You know, and you got an aching back, and you've been working for a long time.
It's the worst.
You're dealing with the condo board, and Lou
and
from
Gary,
upstairs, he's a pain in the ass.
Please.
And yes.
Thanks, Jonah.
Holy hell, hello, guys. Oh
Let's watch the language, please.
That's it. That's the HH. Holy hell, hello.
HH.
So this question you're going to have to ponder. In Inside Out, you know how the characters have islands of personalities? I was wondering what your islands of personality would be.
So do you guys know about this? So in the movie, everyone has like their kind of parts to themselves that run and change as they get older, and like, you know, it's almost like, what are your interests? What are my islands of personality? Ike?
My islands of personality, there's no finite number, right? It could be 3 or 4. How many were in the movie? I can't remember. I don't remember. Did you see Inside Out? It's fantastic. You didn't see it?
You should see it. You did the voice in it.
My islands of personality would be my family, I think, is one, because that's kind of where I come from. And then my friends is another one, because they're the people that really help you grow a lot. And I think laughter is another big one for me. Like, I love to laugh. I love comedies. And the fourth one would be like a deep dish pizza island, because I like food.
Yeah.
I like foodstuffs.
Lots of them.
Those are 4 good ones. You can't argue with that.
Yeah, I think my family are sort of my found friends. My found friends are really important to me. And actually, I work in the theater, and I think that people communing and coming together to have an emotional experience, that's always really been important to me and something that I love. So that's one of the reasons I do it.
I would say the club, the gym.
You love the club.
The latest hot bar, and Ibiza. Ibiza, excuse me.
Mine are literature, helping the poor, but you know what? Whatever you guys got, you know what I mean? Helping people out, things like that, but whatever. Proust.
But pizza's
Proust
good
is
too.
an island.
Pizza's good too.
Pizza and chocolate chips. What's that?
When can you see the film?
December 18th.
This Friday.
This Friday.
This Friday. I hope you really are the audience for it. We really hope you like it.
Yes, please go see it, guys.
Well, thank you very much, Ike, Tina, Jason.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
so much.